Another event that I'd like to show is one to display a pop-up or a dialog. So first I need to actually create a dialog, which I can create in the same way that I made a page. If I just click over here on dialogs and right click it, I can insert a new dialog page. It is a lot like a page. It even wants to name it like a page, but you can name it whatever you want. This name will be displayed on the dialog, kind of like what we have here. So it is important to call it something relevant. A dialog is just like a page. You can add any widget to it that you want and treat it as you would treat a page. And notice that it has two buttons that come with it, although you could add more buttons if you want. But the two buttons here, OK and close, are just going to execute the action close dialog, which is going to close this dialog. You could add additional actions to these buttons if you want to. So now that I have a dialog, I can go back to page 2 and create a new button that will open that dialog. So with my button selected, I need to create an event on mouse click, go back down to the page events, and select show dialog and show dialog 1. So now whenever I press that button, it will make dialog 1 appear. And I can get out of it either by clicking OK, close, or the X. And we just see the name of dialog 1 is here. Another event that I would like to show is to display the context menu. So back in Module 1, I showed how we could display the context menu by touching and holding with your finger, get that little right-click type field that would let us to go into system settings. However, I think in most projects, you won't want to have that exposed, because then anyone who is in front of the screen might get into system settings and start messing things up. So in order to prevent that from happening, in project properties, we have this field context menu. When it's set to on delay, that'll mean that you can use the press and hold to access the context menu. But if you change it to on action, or on some JMobile versions it might say on macro, that will disable the press and hold, and it will make it so that you can only use that feature by pressing a button or by executing the action somehow. So I'll just take this button and add a new event on mouse click. The event that I want is called context menu. So whenever I press this button, it will display the context menu.